Hello, everyone. Tim Allen with the Massey Group at Compass. It's Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. And here's your quarter four real estate market update for 2024. So the biggest news out there is that the Federal Reserve began a cutting cycle. We had our first drop in interest rates. What does that really mean? Well, the data got to the point where, we're kind of unkinking the economic hose, allowing money to flow, allowing money to switch hands. What that'll allow is it'll provide confidence in businesses to spend money and eventually consumers to spend money, and that confidence in stability and certainty in the economy is kind of what we're looking forward to. Also on top of that, we have optimism for 2025 and the general state of the economy. We will have some employment, but unemployment is on target. We will have some inflation, but inflation's on target. The economy is still growing, but GDP is on target. All of these factors being on target gives us that confidence, gives us that certainty as we move into 2025. Kind of what are the risks or what are we watching? Obviously, today is a big day. We have our election day today. We will know in the next 24 hours which way the country is going, but forecasts up until this point have been, regardless of who's president, it's going to be a mixed Congress. So we're not going to have a red sweep. We're not going to have, or at least it's forecasted that we're not going to have a red sweep. We're not going to have a blue sweep. That's good for the economy because that equals, sadly, stability. That gives people confidence certainty in the economy to kind of make those big purchases. Okay. Other concerns out there, the ongoing geopolitical conflicts are always a concern. And as those keep festering, we got to keep an eye on those. The other probably big concern, and we saw this with the Federal Reserve's cut, they cut, the market was expecting a quarter point cut. They actually cut a half a point. We got this condition where, it seems that we've turned the corner on inflation or we're starting to see better data, but every once in a while, because the economy is actually still performing well, we get news out there or data that suggests that, inflation may still be around. So it's this kind of tiptoe. And what I'm getting at is another concern would be turning the corner too soon and reversing course too soon to where we start easing and stimulating an economy that doesn't necessarily need it. Okay. Kind of what we're looking for, the way we can compare it is in 2020 with COVID, the post-COVID world, and 2021, especially in the real estate world, our economy was on overdrive. Okay. The last couple of years have been corrective and the economy was kind of in low gear. We need to find that happy medium, and that's kind of where we're headed. Okay. What does the real estate market data suggest, at least for Contra Costa County? And there's going to be some mixed data in here that shows you that we're kind of starting to turn a corner, but home sales are down. That's bad for sellers, good for buyers. Homes for sale or new inventory, that's mixed. Let's see, the change from last month, home sales are down. That's probably reflective of A, the election, B, we're heading into the holidays. But that's good for sellers. Less inventory is good for sellers. But if we look from, compared to last year, we're up 19%. Okay, so does that mean more homes are hitting the market, or is that just leftover inventory from the last couple of years that have been tough? Days on market are higher, both short-term and long-term. Months of inventory is mixed. The months of inventory, the supply of homes is higher compared to last year. It's actually lower compared to last month. Again, I think that's we're going into the holidays, we have the election, but really the factors that suggest that we've turned a corner is prices are up both long-term compared to last year and compared to last month. And also homes going into contract are up last month and last year. Okay. Let's see. Mortgage rates are volatile. They came down in anticipation of the Fed's news. The Fed kind of overshot what the market was expecting, and we had some other data that suggests inflation may still be a concern. 10-year Treasury yield shot back up a little bit, and mortgage rates followed. Just want to make a note. The forecasts are that the Federal Reserve funds rate will be about 2 points less at this time next year, which is great for the economy, great for building wealth, great for the stock market. All of that adds into, buying or selling a house, because that gives people the confidence to go out and make that big purchase. But I'd be hesitant or cautious on how much relief we would expect in mortgage rates, just because we're doing this tiptoe now. We have an economy that's been robust and performing. If we lower mortgage rates too much, that'll cause housing to go off again, and it's already at a higher value, which then causes affordability concerns. What to do with this information? Well, if you're a buyer, we're still in a period of uncertainty, especially, over the next 24 hours and finishing the year as we have the transition of power. Uncertainty generally spells opportunity for buyers. If you think, the most recent was post-COVID, COVID happened, the pandemic happened, and then it was like, okay, what do we do? If you think back to the Great Recession, post-Great Recession, the financial crisis happened. Now what do we do? If you think all the way back to 9/11 happened, the economy was affected. Now what do we do? All those moments in time were opportunities for buyers. So we have uncertainty now. For sellers, as the economy opens up, the leverage will shift. I think what we're looking for is, do we continue on path? Do we, do the numbers regarding unemployment, regarding economic growth, regarding inflation, do all of those stay on target and give us the confidence and the certainty back in the economy? If that all happens, we'll continue to see things grow. We'll continue unkinking the economic hose, and that'll shift things back towards the favor of sellers. I'm Tim Allen with Massey Group at Compass. Reach out to us if you have any questions or want to discuss further. Have a great week and have a great end of the year.